have my dentist. We are live. Wait a minute. It's showtime.
Yes.
Hi, Shana. Oh my God, I'm so
Hello, Megan.
excited. Woohoo!
How are you?
Shana in the house. Shana in the
Woo-hoo.
house.
I'm
We're gonna
freaking excited.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun. So you're probably sharing out right now, and I'll do the same in a few minutes. I'm sorry we're late, guys. There were some technical
Mhm.
issues, but here we are now, and that is just
Mhm.
so. Yeah, so I was saying I went to the dentist today, right? So while you're sharing out and everybody's jumping in, I might as well just I do want to get our links posted, and we do have the top of our list today. Just before I talk about my teeth, we have Heather Graham, who has paid for a love reading today. So she will be first.
Okay.
All right. So anybody who wants to, I didn't, let me just put that in there so everybody knows what we're doing. Feedback. I hear feedback.
I'm going to start sharing.
Okay. Is the feedback coming from my end? Hang on a minute. Let me make my volume lower.
Oh, you got to lower that a little bit. What about now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Very good. Very good.
So it's a TV or something. I wasn't sure if it was feedback from our event, but anyway, all is well. Trixie, you got to get down, babe. Trixie, honey. Trixie, seriously, Trixie. Okay. You know Trixie. She's not going to get down, but she will move over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, Bonnie. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. Kimay in the
Happy
house.
Valentine's.
Kimay in the house. Thank you for sharing, Kimmy. Thank you. Heather Gray.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. You are first today, my dear. Let me go ahead and pin our links. Let me check.
Okay, awesome.
Trixie.
And I'm gonna share to where I gotta share.
Fabulous. Thank you. All right, we are jamming. Welcome everyone from YouTube too. All right, Valentine's Day, guys. Valentine's Day. Okay, so today we have our psychic service menu consists of two fabulous items. We have dual psychic love readings for 3333 or dual past life readings for 4444. I think I wrote past live. What did I write? Past live love reading. I don't know. That was my own error in typing, but it's supposed to say past life reading. I apologize. So it's a dual love reading for 3333 or a dual past life reading, which might be a dual past life love reading. It's very possible. If that's what Oh, Abuelito,
hello, everybody. Hi, Abuelita. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Heather.
You guys are all amazing. Oh my gosh. So we should be live on Facebooky. There we are. Facebooky.
Do you want me to share us to YouTube, or you did that already?
I did, but if you have, how do you share to you? You can share to your own channel?
Yeah.
You go, girl.
You just copy the link.
That's so weird, but I think I didn't know that. Is that weird?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to share it to my channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please go right ahead. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Margot. Wow, that's really cool. That's very different. I've not seen that before. Thank you for that very cool message. Thank you. And Heather says, hi, Shana. As Margot says,
hello there.
Janice Ann, happy Valentine's Day, ladies. And Chetta says, hello, and I can't stay long, but wanted to come out and say hi. Thank you. Oh my God, you're amazing. Lots of background noise. Yeah, I think you can still hear the background noise.
Oh, they can still hear it. Yes. I think so.
I apologize. I know it's inconvenient, but must be a TV, I guess, in the background.
Yeah. Still here?
Yeah. Yeah, Kimmy's saying with lots of background noise, which means
okay. Hi, Kimmy. What about now?
I don't hear it now. Does anybody else? Is it better now, guys? I don't hear it all now. So thank you for that.
Okay. All right.
Catherine,
Thank you.
hello, ladies. Happy Valentine's Day to
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Cheddar says better. Cheddar says better. Better with cheddar.
Good.
Kimmy says better. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. Let me go ahead and post this one. Very nice over here. Very good. Look at that. I like that. Facebook automatically pins the star post, but I'm going to pin our post so that you can see our psychic service menu and have our.
Okay.
That is my feedback. There we go. All righty. All right. So I pinned the post. I just have to fix the text because it says it's supposed to say past life reading.
Yes.
Now it does. All right, so dual psychic love reading for 3333 and dual past life reading 4444. You can use PayPal or Venmo. Do I have my Venmo name? It would be right there, and or Facebook MetaPay. So you just let us know which one that you want, and you're in. Good to go.
There we go.
Woohoo! Happy
yes.
Oh, yeah.
My area is all cleansed and I'm ready to go.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
So I'm just going to tell you a quick story. So I had this fear of dentists for years, and I had gone to dentists, but I always made sure that I had nitrous or something. And it's been like 20 or 30 years. But when it came, like they wanted to do a scaling. I remember the first dentist that told me they wanted to do a scaling called a deep cleaning on me. I said, and they explain, they go down into the gum with these sharp things and take out the plaque. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I'm like, can I be like under general anesthesia for that? They're like, no, So anyway, I didn't have it done for years and years and years. And finally, Spirit brought me to the perfect dentist who practices what's called comfort dentistry, where they do offer nitrous. And so last week I went and I had to release all these fears and all these limiting beliefs that I kept saying over and like when you're afraid, when you feel like you're afraid of something, you say it over and over again for many years. You just every subject comes up, you're like, oh, I'm so afraid. Well, I had to stop saying that. Anyway, last week I had that done and I did have the nitrous, but I mean, it was so easy. It was just so easy.
But still, that's great.
Right? Isn't that amazing? I mean, I really,
absolutely.
I completely reframed.
I have to stand up a minute. Yeah.
I completely reframed the thoughts that were in my head. I stopped saying anything negative. I stopped talking about fear.
That's awesome.
Great. It's going to be good. So then today I had another appointment to get fillings done. Right.
Okay.
Just like where the gum had receded, and so there was a gap, and it was very uncomfortable. And anyway, so they just filled that in, which that doesn't hurt at all, and I knew that wouldn't. But then another one was to remove a mercury filling, which had gotten loose and was causing discomfort, and that's the one I was nervous about. So again, I had to reframe, but I'm like, but I'll have the nitrous, all will be well. Well, the doctor's dentist office called me up a few days before. She's like, everything is fine, except the doctor's pregnant. And so she can't be around nitrous, so you can't have it. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no is right.
I mean, congratulations, but oh, no,
Right.
So
but still, you got through it, right?
Did it.
Amazing.
In fact, she was ready not to do it, but she's like, you're doing so well. We already got these done. You want to do the other one? I'm like, do them all. I'm ready. I did. So we did 5, and I have a couple. Now that we've done that, now I know I definitely want to have all the mercury removed out of my mouth. I actually, I think I mean, we all know it's toxic, right? Mercury is poison. And years ago, I mean, I'm going to be 58 years old. So years ago, they used to use mercury for fillings. So they were literally putting poison in your mouth.
You're going to be 58?
I'll be 58 next month. Yeah.
You look awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so there we're gonna do them all, and then as a treat to myself afterwards, because my amazing insurance is covering all of this. It even covered the nitrous last week. But I'm gonna pay for to have some whitening done, which is a
Okay.
little less than I thought it was going to be. So
Mhm.
that's when I get all the other stuff done, then I'll do that. So I just wanted to share that because I felt like it was important for a few
Okay.
reasons. One of them is because we can live our entire lives in horrible fear of something that's really no big deal. And honestly, anything
Absolutely.
is no big deal, Shana, right?
Right.
Anything can be a big deal or not a big deal, depending on how we choose to perceive it and how we frame it, and that we can reframe it. And I just think it's so important that I'm very blessed that I have all my teeth. It's funny. I didn't realize, I never thought about that when I was younger. I'm like, oh, yeah, of course I have great teeth.
Hmm.
My family had great teeth. But as I'm getting older, I see a lot of my friends that don't have great teeth. And I was noticing that I could have gone some other direction, and I decided to just
Right.
take the best care possible of what I have. This is my physical
Hmm.
apparatus in this life. So I think it's important that I just feel like I had to share that for what
Well, I think maybe someone had to hear it, you know?
I think so too. I
Absolutely.
too, because I mean it was that scary to me. It was such a big.
I
I made
bet.
fear so big, Shayna, that honestly I probably could have jumped off of a building knowing that I was going to crash and splat all over the place faster than I would have gone to the
Oh
dentist.
yeah.
Point of
That's
thing.
how I feel. That's how I feel about heights. Till
Okay.
this day, like if I have to go down an escalator, I'll take an elevator. I hate going down escalators. I am so afraid of heights. So
That
afraid. But one day I have to just face my fear, and
you
that's the only way I'm gonna get over it.
You can
So
do that, but I want to invite you, if you want to try to reframe it first and prepare yourself emotionally and mentally for it.
right.
This is going to be fun. I'm going to love this. This is going to be so easy. And I envisioned myself after it was all over saying, "Oh my God, that was so easy. I can't." It was just so easy, and that's exactly
Hmm.
what happened. But that's I know that we create our own reality, and I know you know that too.
Absolutely.
So whatever
Yes,
your
we
big
do.
spirits, guys, you don't have to be afraid of it. You can choose not to be afraid. You can choose love and not fear, whatever it is. And some of these things come from past lives. Speaking of past lives, I know you're an expert in past life readings. I enjoy doing them myself,
Yes.
and we're going to do some of these tonight. And that's a big thing.
Hmm.
You might have, what you might have had.
We carry a lot from our past lives. It might be in a different version, you
Mm,
know. Speaking of which, I did a reading for somebody last night,
okay.
and I had a vision of a morgue.
Okay.
Okay, I had a vision of a man's body in a bed, like the whole morgue. Now, this person that I read for, okay, source gave me the notion that this person has mediumship gifts.
Ooh.
She worked, like that was her way in a past life connecting to the afterlife, connecting to the dead, because in one of her past lives, she must have been like a mortician or whatever. See, so things carry over from past lives to now, maybe in different forms, but they carry over. Yeah.
I understand. I see Janice Schreiber donated for a reading tonight. Janice, just say I'm here.
Oh, thank you, Janice.
So we have Heather, and then we have Janice, both for double psychic readings, double love readings.
Okay.
Okay, double love.
So Heather's getting love,
Yep.
and Janice is getting love as well.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Janice Ann says, I am here and you're welcome. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All righty.
Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. You guys are all amazing. I know I'm so excited. Okay. All right. So I'm excited to work. This is our first time reading together, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm super, super excited.
Me too. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I'm gonna grab some cards. I mean, I love you. We've known each other for years. Shana read for me. I mean, Oh my God, it was one of the most amazing readings I've ever had. Seriously, it was so spot
Thank
on.
you. And your readings are always amazing as well. You've read for me a couple times on live, and your readings are amazing.
Thank you so much. Hey, Rachel Warren, how are you? She goes, hey, Megan. Hey, Shana. Happy V-Day.
Hello. Happy V-Day to you guys. Awesome, awesome.
Okay, excellent. Okay, what I would like to do is take just a moment to...
Okay. Take all the time you need.
Thank you so much. To quiet my mind.
Okay.
Give us all a moment, and I invite you all to join us if you would like, just to take a moment to just release the day. Whatever it was beautiful. Just let it all go. Just be present in your now moment. Feel your roots from your crown chakra expanding down from the soles of your feet or from the base of your spine if you sit like this, and just let those roots flow deep, deep, deep down into the earth, deep down, and wrap themselves around a beautiful tree or a beautiful crystal in the center of the earth. So we are grounding here. Opening up, calling in my beautiful spirit guides, all of our spirit guides.
Yes.
Angels and the archangels, the ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, our galactic family, and source energy. And as I say this, I envision all of our chakras beautifully spinning, cleansed and cleared and aligned in our crown chakra, opening wide
open.
And I'm expanding energy out. Expand your energy to blend with your beautiful guides and to be open to these beautiful readings for tonight, and that everything that comes through tonight is for your greatest and highest good.
Yes, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is.
Thank you. All right. All right, shall we begin with Heather?
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Do you feel drawn to start?
You can start. How many cards are we doing each?
That's a great question, and I don't really know the answer to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to put a number on it, but I just figured I'd ask.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to put a number on it either.
Well, listen, if Spirit wants something to come out, it will come out. Exactly. That's how I feel. Right.
Exactly. So we are on the same page. But thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Our own way of doing things. Absolutely. So we're going to start right here with Heather Graham. So these are love readings tonight. I know you know Spirit, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Yes.
Our intention is a love reading.
What does Heather need to know about love?
In this life. Yes, in this life. Okay. Pull cards.
Okay. Oh.
That sounds good. Ooh. Two of these.
Cards are flying out for Heather.
I love that. And they're inspiring me not to look at the cards until I'm ready to start reading. So let's. And I feel this thing down here in the box that I haven't opened yet. Put that over there.
Need one more.
I'm hearing waiting for the right person. That's what I'm hearing for Heather.
That is honestly in alignment with the two cards I just pulled. Yeah.
Really? I love that. I love that. Okay, now I got a bunch of cards sitting here in front of me, which you can't see because my microphone's right there. But we're going to open them up right now and see what we've got going on. All right. This is interesting already. So we have, let me see, let me move this light over here. And you'll have, be able to see the cards more clearly. That's way better. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we have aloof, speaking on attachment. Such cute cards. Let's see. We also have, some of these are divine dog. Oh no, these are actually the cosmic cat wisdom cards. The cosmic cats. Teacher, look at that. Share your knowledge.
Nice.
We have number 66, white raven spirit. That's a line right there. Trust in the magic. Number 28, frog spirit. Clear the clutter. Clear out the clutter. Time to restore solitude. From divine dog cards. And
if I stand up periodically, it's because I have bad legs and my foot fell asleep.
You do whatever you need to do, my lovely friend.
Okay. Sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, you have fabulously healthy legs and you're giving them a stretch.
That's right. Very good. There you go.
All right. Okay. Let's see. So we have, and I've got two cards that I have not turned over yet. I'm asking Spirit. They said turn them now. Okay. Turn them now. Okay. All right. So feel the heat and turn it down. They told me to save the other one. Okay. So this card, which I'm not ready to see it yet either, but this card is going to still turn down. All right. What is this all about, Spirit? Interesting. Aloof. Oops. I'm going to show you again real fast because you can see the pattern emerging. Aloof, teacher, solitude. I mean, just from these alone, clear out the clutter, trust in the magic. Okay. So we're going to start right here.
Awesome. Very good.
There is absolutely an air of aloofness to you. I mean, I'm honored to know you for years. You're one of my awesome admins in my group and our group, High Vibrational Mastery. But on a personal level, this is all about relationship readings. And there is, I feel this. It's like keeping everybody at arm's length. There's a lack of trust, I feel, like a level of seek non-attachment. And I don't know that you're consciously looking for non-attachment, but I do feel that you are aligning with non-attachment, and you've been doing that for a long time. I feel like it's been your pattern in this life. I actually see you as a nun in a past life. I feel like which I wasn't going there, but I'm going everywhere Spirit tells me to go. And so and solitude. So you spend a lot of time alone.
Yes.
You're seeking, so you're aligned with non-attachment. You spend a lot of time alone, but yet you do have this underlying desire to connect, because we all do. We're human. And in this life, I feel like you have this dichotomy. Is that that's what's coming up. So I'll have to look it up later. But of these two, like these two different, I guess it's just dichotomy of yes, I want this, and no, I don't want it. Or yes, I want it, but I don't know that I want to allow it in because it could hurt. It could feel this. You know what I mean? There's the scare. There's a fear around that. There's a fear around allowing somebody to get that close to me. Oh my gosh, if I let them get that close to me, they could hurt me. Do I want that? I haven't really allowed that to that degree yet. And here we are looking at teacher, share your knowledge. You have chosen to wait before really diving in to a serious personal relationship in this life, as you have. They're saying you're a teacher through and through. In your bones, you are absolutely a teacher. And so the growth and the expansion that you have created for yourself by temporarily eliminating the need for, not the need, but well, maybe the need, yeah, the need for, I'm just going to keep going, spirit, sorry, I'm trying to narrate, I'm trying to edit, spirit, they're like, oh, I don't do that. To eliminate the need for someone else to validate you. So you've been doing your own thing, validating yourself, learning to validate yourself, and that is how you come through to others. That is how you come through to come across to others. You're looking at, they're telling you to trust in the magic and clear out the clutter. Now, what does that mean? It means that some of this, all of this, has been a teaching experience, a learning experience, and that you can share. And that now, when you do choose to get into a connected, deep relationship with another being, and on an intimate level, because it is Valentine's, that's what we're talking about here, that you are ready. But there's still stuff. There's some baggage that still needs to be cleared and released, because part of the reason, even though it's been an intentional pause, it's been an intentional waiting period in this life, there's still clutter that you have brought through from other lives, and even in this life, which it just helped you to hold on to that baggage and say, well, that's why I don't have a relationship now, and that's why I'm waiting, and that's why. So in order to get what you really want, because I do feel like you're at that place where you do want this, then you're going to need to clear out that clutter. What does frog spirit have to do with clutter? I'm sure somebody whoever created this deck knows exactly. But okay, I'll have to ask spirit that later. Right now, I'm just showing you that this is the message. And I love that they're telling you to trust in the magic, the white raven spirit, number 66. To trust in the magic, because you are magic. Now,
right.
Hey, what is this about, spirit? Feel the heat, turn it down. Okay. They're saying you have a temper. You're very strong-willed, and you know what you want. Now, part of the reason that you have taken all this time to be you is that you are who you are, and you have found yourself, and you're still growing, and we all are, but you have taken the time to find yourself. So what if this person steps on my toes? What if they challenge me in some way? What if there's already an anger, even though nothing hasn't really happened yet, or I'm sure it has in certain situations. Overall, like if I let somebody in really close to me, what if they piss me off? What if they disagree? What am I going to do? Am I going to back down? Am I going to stand up? What am I going to? All those what ifs coming up. And the card that's not, that where we haven't seen yet is this one. Number 2, antelope spirit. Life is speeding up, and I love that. And I look at the horns. You see how they're intertwined like that, because I do.
Oh, I love that.
Right? I do feel like there's a relationship for you coming up. And they're showing the number 2, a couple. So the number 2, a couple, the horns are intertwined, and they're saying life is speeding up. So it's time to let go of all the limiting beliefs and the baggage that you've been carrying. And it's time to allow, instead of aloof, allow. You can still be yourself. I mean, no one's telling you not to, but you have a natural ability to, and you created this for yourself, to keep people at bay, and spirits are inviting you to release that border. It's not a boundary, because a boundary, I would say, is a healthy thing. That's how I see boundaries. This is more like a border, like a protection from, and this has to do with fear, because anger is fear turned inside out. And so that's what I'm feeling, like you're afraid. So you get angry about it. But honestly, you really are at the right place at the right time, and let go of all that stuff. I even invite you to have, whether it's with me or with Shana or with a YouTube video or with your own meditation, to clear that stuff, release the cords, release all the baggage. Spirit shows me, and you've probably heard me say this before, where you're standing on this train platform, and the train is to the future. And, and I've seen this with others, and I see it with you. You have a lot of bags that you're trying to carry, and you're trying to walk in the door of the train to get on the train to the future, but you're stuck because you can't get in because the bags are, do you know what I mean? But if you put the bags down, you could literally walk right in the door. Now, it's easier said than done, but They're saying it's easiest done when you align yourself with love. Then it's not going to be a problem for you to put down the intentional solitude and the intentional aloofness. And even the fact that you are a teacher, you're still going to be a teacher, but you can be a teacher from the inside. And I don't mean just from the inside of you, but I mean from the inside of the relationship that you have with someone else. And yeah, are you always going to be right? Or somebody going to challenge you? You're not always going to be right or agreed with. Let's put it that way. You're not always going to be agreed with in a personal relationship like that. And anger might come up, and that's okay. That's another teachable experience for you and for that person. And it's okay. So trust in your own magic, my beautiful friend, because look at this. Look at this. I'll just show you one more time. Look at that. See?
I love that. I love the colors as well. It's nice. Yeah,
I love how they kept this one upside down for the end, for the big reveal.
Right.
That is what I have for you today. I hope that resonates with you, my dear. I shall pass it on to the beautiful Shana.
Alrighty, so Miss Heather, first of all, before I pulled the cards, I instantly thought of feathers, particularly blue feathers. So when I think of feathers, I think of the Native American culture. So I definitely feel like, when it's time, okay, when universe aligns this for you, your partner is going to be either part Native American or connected to the Native American culture, whether in a past life or this life, okay? Now, the cards I pulled for you are the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Swords, and the Justice in reverse. So all in all, the message is aligning to what Meagan said. You have a lot of self-limiting beliefs. You have a lot of betrayal. So to me, those two things mean a little bit of a disalignment in your heart chakra and solar plexus chakra, okay? This is why you're guarded, okay? I see a wall, like it's right in front of you, and it's like you're literally putting this wall in front of you on purpose because you don't want to be let down. I feel like you're at a point in your life where you know what you want, okay? But I feel like with this Five of Swords is all about, like thoughts, mental. So it kind of, sometimes you get conflicted feelings, and this is where the self-limiting beliefs come in, okay? And Knight of Cups in reverse signifies, Knight in reverse means like waiting. So it's like what Meagan said, like you're purposely waiting, okay? And the Justice in reverse, yeah, it's like you're purposely waiting, and it's like you have this guard up, and trust. And yes, a lot of things are easier said than done. And I kind of feel like, we all get this, what if my mate winds up doing this to me, etc. Just trust, it's time to be vulnerable. And once you have, once you put that into your vibration, that will project. And it's like your guarded energy kind of projects. So just trust and believe and let go and release all of the things, all of the limiting beliefs, and all of the sadness that is no longer serving you anymore. And that vibration is going to present, and people who are meant to be aligned into your life will align into your life.
I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm putting this on the screen, guys, and I don't like surprising you with this, but so the same price for the dual psychic readings, love readings, $33.33, $44.44 for past life, or if you want both, $66.66. I thought I'd give them. Is that all right with you? A special price if they want to get both the past life and the love reading tonight.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Cool. So that's what we've got going on. And you can use, okay. So I hope that resonates with you, Heather. Beautiful reading.
Thank you, Heather, for letting us tap into your beautiful energy. You have such great energy, Heather. You have very tranquil energy. Thank you so much.
Well said. Yes, here, I'll put this one up. Okay. I'm just trying to make it so it doesn't look confusing. It's a lot of words on the screen. Okay. All right. Woohoo. And Heather says, yes, that's totally it. And let me see what else Heather says. She has hearts. And thank you both. Oh, that's awesome.
You're so welcome.
Pamela's
so
going to send transfer. I don't know if it went through. Let me take a look. Did you use PayPal, my dear? Okay, so Janice is next.
All right. Hello, Miss Janice.
Hello, Miss Janice. And I'm taking a look to check for, where did she just go? Let me see. I believe so. Let's take a look here. Yes, Pamela. All right. All right, Pamela, you are after Janice. Okay.
Oh, hey, awesome.
All righty. I love the timing. That came in at 4:44 p.m. Pacific time.
Awesome. Very cool.
Hang on. I'll be right with you guys. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Another love reading. Love, love, love.
Okay.
All you need is love. No, 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 no. All you need is love.
That's a great song.
Right? All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All right. So, a spammer in here. Thank you very much.
Oh, just awesome.
Let me
That's great.
see that, and let me do that. Thank you very much, StreamYard, for making that really easy. Blocked and deleted. Now, that's what I'm talking about, StreamYard. I was waiting for a long time for StreamYard to make it easy to do that. Bam. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right. That was perfect. Janice Ann says hello. Okay, beautiful. All right, all right. You feel drawn to go first or second?
No, you can go first.
Okay. After, I need more tea.
Okay.
But I'm good. I have some Earl Grey, which is, normally I use green tea, but sometimes a nice strong cup of Earl Grey is exactly what I need.
Yum. That sounds good.
It's nice and strong. All right, let me take my socks off, get extra comfortable. I did a lot of stretching this morning personally, because I also find that if I sit for a long time, which I do tend to, like two to three. I mean, I don't know how long we get tonight, but sometimes 2 to 3 hours on a live stream. So
yeah,
I have found that for myself. Also, I did it for my dental visit today as well, because I knew that I had to do a lot for me today to get myself. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I knew like meditation and preparing myself, and so.
Okay.
All right. All right. So this is. Somebody's asking, have either of you worked with rhodonite? While super powerful for anxiety connected to root and heart chakras. I have not. Have you, Shana?
I have not. But I did hear that. I have heard that before, but I have not worked with it. I'm curious, though.
I am too. I'll show you what I have in my pocket right tonight. I have one of my beautiful quartz crystals, my dear friends. And then I have this, which Dalmatian Jasper.
Nice. I have
my
a Dalmatian
newest friend.
somewhere.
Oh, they're so warm. You know, like when you hold it, like when you stick them in between your boobs, so you put them in your pockets, right? All right, all right. Alrighty, the beautiful Janice Ann. My first time reading for you, I believe, my dear.
Okay.
Let me just. just saying the third card from the bottom of this deck. So 1, 2, 3, but I'm also feeling the one above it. Okay, I want to keep that one down and flip that one up. Interesting. First card coming up for you is setting healthy boundaries. All right. Card number 3, Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Now that I understand, Armadillo, right? With the exoskeleton. Yes. I do like that. I love all my cards. I have a few decks, maybe more than a few, but I don't have like a huge collection of decks of cards, but I'm really getting the ones that I have. I'm feeling like I'm ready for another. Ooh, I'm feeling really drawn to these angel cards for you. All right. Okay, hang on. Are those your birds, by the way, Shana? Is that that beautiful sound that's singing? Do you have birds?
You hear them? Yes, those are my little parakeets.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm listening, and I'm like, oh, I love them.
I have 3 of them. Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful. I love.
They're loud though. They're all the way in the living room, and my bedroom's like kind of far from my living room. But no, they're pretty loud.
I think I'm also very tuned to. Oh, okay. Heather hears them too. I'm very tuned into animals. So, oh, look at that.
Yes, that you are. You're an animal empath for sure.
Oh my God, yes. Thank you for validating that for me. Yes. And Heather says, yes, I can hear them. And somebody says bird sounds are very healing for me. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Extra healing tonight going on right
now.
That's why they're singing so much right now.
It's a vibe for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, back to the lovely Janice Ann. All right, so these 2 cards from the Melanie Beckler Angel deck. Time to simplify. Keep it simple. Find your flow state. Choose joy and ease.
Nice.
Looking at the imagery. Oh, and this, of course, is a bird. Of course, right? We're sitting here talking about beautiful birds.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely amazing.
And the next card.
I love that.
Self-reflection.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Honestly, assess, acceptance, and honor your progress. Look at this. Interesting. Now look at the rose on her back. I see she's looking at herself, but it almost looks like that's a tattoo or...
Looks like a tattoo.
It does. It looks like a tattoo.
That's beautiful. I love that imagery.
Isn't that beautiful? And it also makes me feel like, because it's kind of floating there, so it also makes me feel like inside her, she's this beautiful flower, this beautiful flower unfolding, blooming, right? So, I mean, she's looking in the mirror, and that's what they're saying. Honestly, assess and acceptance and honor your progress. And inside, you're blooming and you're growing and you're evolving. It's very beautiful. Trixie, love you.
Hi, Trixie.
That's my girl there. One of my girls. Oh. Okay. Is there more spiritor? That's it. Nope. Start right here. Okay. So I mean, I feel it's very, very. There's a lot of focus on self-love for you, Janice. I feel it's right. Honestly, for you right now, I am feeling this relationship with Janice and Janice. This is the biggest focus that they're talking about, and I have to pull this card too. Okay, the biggest focus. Okay, so there's activation going on. So I'm not feeling specifically that a relationship with another person, an intimate relationship right now is your focus. I mean, it could be, but I'm okay. How do I gotta stop editing spirit. Sometimes there's things that I, as a human, I'm thinking, do I want to say that? And I have to stop that and just allow spirit to speak. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you don't, maybe because you're a great channel. And anyway, sometimes I get too involved. But what I'm saying is, I mean, I'd like to say, oh, the love of your life is right. But I'm feeling you are the love of your life. That's what it is. The love of your life is right there. The love of your life is right there. And for you to have these beautiful, intimate relationships with others, I don't know if you're married or in a relationship or wanting one, but whatever it is, you have to love yourself first. and honestly assess and accept and recognize that magic, that unfolding. And they're saying keep it simple, don't overcomplicate things, don't overthink it. See the nature, the beauty. There's no other humans around in this picture. It's like it's just you and nature and the beautiful birds and a rowboat. And I just love the imagery here where they're saying to choose joy and ease and find your flow state. Find your flow. Find your flow state. And it's important to set healthy boundaries because I feel that sometimes you may want to allow people into your experience to get close to you because you want, and you want somebody to like validate you and you want that feeling, but you want that feeling of love from someone else because you're not feeling it. You're not creating that self-love. You're not feeling it from your alignment with source energy. So you're looking outside of yourself externally and looking to find that love and to create. So instead of having these healthy boundaries, you're actually allowing more souls into your life that are damaged themselves, that are also working on healing. And so I feel like you're juggling a lot of unhealed wounds, not just of yourself. And I also feel like people come to you to express their own stuff and you want to help them and you try to help them. And you're very easy to talk to. People come to you with their drama and you're like, oh, let me help you. But that is all, and that's a beautiful soul there, but you're also it's a reflection of where you are too. So if you're attracting the unhealed, then it's actually, what is that, Spirit? Time for you to focus on your own alignment, because healed people heal people. And a lot of times you're focusing on helping other people to heal. And that keeps you from looking in the mirror and assessing yourself. And I don't mean judging at all. I don't mean that. I mean doing the work, self-love, doing whatever it takes to say, you know what? I am this beautiful, magical being. I am worthy. And so, but if I look at you and you have a relationship issue and I want to help you, and then you come to me for advice and I want to help you and I want to help you and I want to help you, you're never stopping to look at you and see, how I want to help me. When do I get to help me?
Right.
That's really imperative. And the last card that's covered up is now, look at this beautiful Phoenix transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. Look at this. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, my friend.
That's awesome.
A fresh new way of living emerges. I feel this is a transformational, a pivotal time for you. And I feel so much in my heart chakra. So I feel in your heart chakra to just, they're saying meditate, do the work. And the word work, sometimes I don't love the word work because honestly, doing what they love, whatever you want to call it, self-love, play, work, whatever it is, do the inner work, because I guess that's the best thing to call it because everybody knows what I'm talking about. And do that stuff. Do that you're here. This is where you are. But this is really important for you. This is really important for you because until you set those healthy boundaries with yourself and others, and even with yourself and yourself, you're not going to be able to fully heal and integrate all the parts of you. They're saying, but you've got this. So keep it simple. Don't over dramatize and do your best to recognize there's a lot of drama and just be aware of it. It's not a crime, nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, I see this. Okay, there's a lot of drama going on. I'm attracting it. I can let that go. This is all time for you to be activated and transform. So I hope that resonates with you, Janice. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I will pass it on to the amazing Shana.
Okay, Miss Janice. So first of all, I wasn't anticipating on doing any mediumship tonight, but you have a man with you a lot. He's around you a lot. He's particularly behind your right shoulder a lot. So I don't know if you ever feel sensations on your back or sensations on your shoulders, but if you ever feel sensation on your back or your shoulder, it's him, okay? And he is wearing gray slacks with a white button-down shirt, okay? So I just wanted to put that out. I wasn't anticipating on doing any mediumship, but
far out.
I always listen to my guides, so I had to say it. Okay. So in terms of your love message, so your first card here is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a healer, a nurturer, a highly absorbent empath, okay? This all embodies you, all right? And if you look, you know, she is sitting on the rock, or yeah, it looks like a rock, and she's just looking at the lotuses. It's like, you know, she is drawn. You're drawn to heal people. It's in your calling, okay? However, the fact that you got the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? Not everything is how it seems, okay? And I feel like a lot of times in your life, you had an illusion of fixing people. Like, oh, not even just for partners, okay? Partners, friends, co-workers, etc. Oh, I can fix this person. I can fix this person. I can fix this person. Absolutely not. We are responsible for our salvation, and that's that. We can hold compassion. We can hold space. If they're receptive to our help, we can give them guidance. But if they're not receptive, then what good is that, okay? And the Hermit in reverse, okay? And the Hermit is all about solitude. So just like what Megan was saying, this is in reverse. Don't be so available to people. I feel like especially in conjunction with this Queen of Cups, okay, you have a tendency to wear your heart on your sleeve. And listen, we all do. Highly absorbent empaths, that's what we do, okay? That's us. But don't let people take advantage of you, okay? Because a lot of times in our life, because we grasp on people's emotions so strongly and we want to help so strongly, we allow that to happen to us. And we co-create our lives, so what do we create for ourselves, okay? You know, if we help people, okay, and they're not receptive, and we let them not being receptive consume us, what does that cause for us? It causes us anxiety, it causes us sadness, it causes us betrayal, okay? So just clear all the baggage out of your heart space, okay? And, you know, again, I feel like this is a common theme. I feel like there's a little disalignment in your heart and solar plexus, very similar to Heather, okay? I feel like that's a common theme here, heart and solar plexus, okay? So let go of the sadness, let go of the lack of confidence, okay? And stop being so available to people. Be available to yourself, okay? The time you invest in being so available to people, put that time into you. And I hope you felt that in your heart. I hope it resonated with you. And thank you so much for letting me deliver that message for you.
That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. And I hope that resonated with you, Janice Ann. Awesome message.
Thank you, Janice Ann. My middle name is Ann as well.
Is it?
Shana Ann.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so you guys, just to remind you all, we are doing the, and next up we have Pamela. Let me just come back here.
Hello, Pamela.
Just say I'm here. Okay. Oh, and Jonathan is saying, yes, it did. So true. Wonder who I'd with me all the time. Who is with me all the time? Thank you. Oh, the mediumship. Who is with you?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a man around you all the time.
That's extremely cool.
I wasn't anticipating on doing that kind of thing tonight, but I listened to my guide, so I just had to say it.
I'm passionate about mediumship, so when it comes through, I'm like, yeah. Hello, everybody. Alrighty, so all right, next up is Pamela. So guys, if you want a reading tonight, we do still have, she says, thank you, you're very welcome.
You're so welcome.
We do still have time, I would say, for one, I'm not sure, we'll find out. If we'll know if it happens, but I just want to be open, leave it open. If there's another one or two people out there that are looking for either a love reading tonight love reading, or a past life reading, or a past life and a love reading. All right.
Right.
So information is in the description and pinned in the comments. And we have the PayPal link, Venmo, and also Facebook MetaPay. So you just let us know if you want to be next. Right now, we have Pamela Curson, and I'm looking forward to reading for you. Why am I so hot? Spirit, when Spirit's really close to me, I am like, usually it's interesting because I sit for trance mediumship a lot, and most people, it seems, in my group that I sit with all the time, they get really cold, really really.
I get very cold. I get
Really?
very cold when spirit is around, and I feel like intense chills and tingles all over my body.
I love that. I see. I get the chills and the tingles, but I get hot. Like, isn't that? But that's most of the mediums that I work with they also get very cold. Do you get cold all over, or just from like the legs? Or?
Okay, so it depends. First I feel it in my arms.
Mhm.
Well, sometimes I feel it in my arms first, sometimes I feel it in my crown first. Um, it all kind of depends, but it's definitely it's a chill and a tingle, but I can tell it's from spirit. It's not like a typical like, oh, I'm cold. Like you can just tell the difference.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely. I
right.
have felt it. I can't say that I've never felt. In fact, one time, two times,
Right.
2 times I was so cold.
But one thing,
comfortable.
there were times that I did feel a sensation of getting hot, like sweating. But that's like if the person has inflammation, or like if they get they have high blood pressure or something in that nature, like I'll feel hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
that I should. You're inspiring your
Everyone's different. We all deliver differently. We all get different sensations. That's what makes it beautiful.
It's true, but I want to share this with you because I'm an absolute empath, and I can feel, and I know that I believe, I don't want to say I feel, I believe that I could do much more with my empathic ability than I do, because I know things and I use all my clairs, but the fact that I can feel what it's like to be somebody else, to physically be in their body, I usually avoid that because I always was able to do that, and I used to get like scared when I was younger. I was like, I don't know why am I feeling what it feels like, to whatever, have a face full of acne or whatever it was. I'm like, I don't want that. And so I was afraid if I felt it, I didn't know I was psychic. I thought if I could feel it like that, that must be, I'm going to get it. So I've learned to distance myself from that, but it doesn't matter. It happens anyway. And so
right.
I don't always use it as part of my readings. And I like what you're saying is inspiring me to use it more, to ask more questions like why am I hot right now? You know what I meant? Is that spirit? Is it the person I'm tuning into? What is it about? Because I know, I've grown enough in my own work to know that just because I feel something doesn't mean it's mine. It just means I'm feeling it. And so what can I do to help somebody else and to help, to serve spirit and to help others with the information? Right? You're a feeler too, I can tell.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I feel very deeply. I hear and I see. My visions, I would say, out of all the gifts, my clairvoyance is the strongest.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
And my hearing as well.
Really? So that's so cool. All my gifts are online. My clair audience is not my strongest though. I get that sometimes, and it's really cool when I do. But my claircognizance, that's definitely my strongest. That and my clairsentience. But I love my clairvoyance. Honestly, when I first started, I'm going to go to the reading in just a minute, but I have to share this because it's resonating. A lot of you guys are readers yourself. And so, I think the conversation, it feels like it's benefiting, whether now or on replay. But I remember when I was first starting out, I wanted to be a channeler like Esther channels Abraham. That's what I wanted. I didn't even know I was psychic at all. I had never done any readings yet. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. And I started meditating every day for an hour. And the more I did, the more I learned, and the more I sat, the more I understood And I said, I want clairvoyance. I want that. I didn't say I want, because that would mean I'm not there. I said I am clairvoyant. I am so clairvoyant, and so over time, my clairvoyance has developed, and I am extremely clairvoyant. But I worked on that. That was a very intentional practice for me. Do you see it as movies, or like? For me, sometimes I see it with my mind's eye. Sometimes I see it with my human eyes. Sometimes it's like a black and white movie. I love talking about clairvoyance. What does it look like to you? Hey, John, how nice to see you.
I see it in my mind's eye.
Cool.
Yeah. When I get my clairvoyant visions, I see it in my mind's eye. There was one time I saw it I actually saw it. And there might have been a time before that, but I remember one particular time where I actually saw it. But usually I just see it in my mind's eye. Yeah.
I love that. Does it look like still images or movies or both, or?
They are very, very clear. And like I was describing, the man wearing the white button-down shirt and the gray slacks. I can see, in detail. I can see what they're wearing. I can see what they're holding. I can see how they're standing. I can see their body movement. Like it's, yeah. So that's basically it. And it's all in my mind's eye. It's not black and white or anything. Once in a while, I'll get like black and white where it's like flashes.
Okay.
Once in a blue moon, but it's usually clear. Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And I love what somebody is to thank you for sharing that, Shana. You're amazing. And
you're amazing.
She's saying, but even clairaudience can show up differently for different people, like songs popping up, etc. Honestly, I get that a lot in songs.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
With me, clairaudience is okay. So when I've heard other voices with like accents and stuff like that, that's happened to me. Not usually while I'm sitting here doing live readings. That's happened to me in meditation. When I'm really just quiet, and then I'll hear. That happened to me in the beginning when I first started meditating. I'm like, that's weird. Like I would hear like a Southern man or something like that, or something that's, and I didn't know what it was. Oh, you know what though? When I first, even before I started sitting, I would wake up. I remember asking somebody before I started even doing any readings. I didn't know I was psychic yet. I said, "What does it mean?" Like I wake up in the morning and I hear like the last thing I hear as I'm waking up is like Mary Roth. I'm like, who's Mary Roth? They would give me their first name.
Yeah.
You get that?
Oh my God. I get, okay, so when I first discovered my clairaudience, I would get intense ringing in my ears. And, I always had these kind of ringing, even before I came out of the spiritual closet, so to speak. Like I always had this intense ringing in both of my ears, okay? And I had tubes in and out of my ears when I was little. I have vertigo, so I figured it was all from that, okay? But why did I have tubes in and out of my ears? Why did I have vertigo? And now I am saying to myself, okay, this was all done on purpose, like by the universe, by spirit, okay? Because this was one of my gifts. This was meant to be one of my gifts. So when intense ringing, and I still get the ringing, it's just not that intense. Now that I am more receptive and allowing them in, my God, my guides, to the point where they freaking interrupt each other. Sometimes I have to be like, chill, one at a time. Like, seriously. And like, I'll get random names pop up and everything. And like, I hear accents. Like, I hear, music. Like, yeah. So I definitely can relate to what you're saying.
I love that. And the ringing, I get that frequently. And I feel like they're downloads.
Right.
Whenever I hear it, sometimes like I'm sure you do. Sometimes do you get like sometimes where it's like almost like you're deaf for a moment, like you can't hear anything else. Like the ears.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I get that. Sometimes it'll be one ear, sometimes two ears, sometimes like it feels like I'm deaf, but I hear this ringing. But I don't panic. And I've been getting this for years. I just breathe into it.
Right.
and I just let it come and go, and then I'll
That's
ask.
it.
I'll look around like, well, do I know anything now? Like I always assume it's a download, right? So
Right.
sometimes I know something immediately, but most of the time something just happens, like it just occurs later or whatever, But maybe I don't know. I'm going to ask Spirit. I want to know like right now. I
Right.
want more information because I get this so often, and I just love what you're saying. This is exciting. Interestingly, it's a limiting belief that I've said that I know I am clairaudient, but I've said that it's not like my strongest. It could be much stronger than I am
Then
aware of. I
right.
have to stop saying that it's not, right?
Yes.
I know your Aunt Kimmy is clairaudient too.
Oh, she's very clairaudient. Yes, and her clairvoyance is I mean, she was always clairvoyant, but her clairvoyance is definitely heightening up. Absolutely.
I love it. And we can, isn't it? Somebody saying I get slang accents, ways of speaking, right?
Yeah, me too.
The void of sound is the oddest, though. The void of, that's what I think. That's what I'm trying to get for that. When you go like mute, there's like no sound.
Yeah.
But then, what's that sound? Speaking of sound, do you hear that pulse?
No, I just hear my birds.
It stopped. Did anybody else hear that besides me? It was like coming from my speakers. I'm not even kidding. It was like bump, 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 bump. It sounds like a heartbeat. Thank you. That's what I heard. And Shana didn't hear that. But
wow,
I heard that. It came from a. Wow, that's so it. Thank you, Spirit. I said I want to hear it now. They're like, okay.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. And okay, yeah, like a heartbeat. Okay, and Janice says, I did hear it. Okay, cool. How interesting. Ask and you shall receive.
Yes.
I love that. I have to share that the card, the last beautiful reading that we did for Janice, that last transformational card, the Phoenix, came out of this deck, which I didn't realize I hadn't even taken it out yet. So this card must have been in with another deck, and or whatever, it magically appeared because I hadn't even opened up this deck yet.
Wow.
I know, right? I did. I thought it was my shamanic drum music. Could be loved one coming in for you today as it's Valentine's.
Yes.
Valentine's.
There you go.
Well, that was awesome. I love our conversations. Okay, so
my right ear started to ring when you guys were talking about it.
Really? I love that too. Isn't this fun?
Someone said that in the comments. Who said that?
Being psychic is just so amazing.
Pamela said that.
Knowing that you're psychic, right? Sorry, I was talking over you. Could you repeat that, please?
No. It's okay. It's fine. What were you saying?
I was just saying, first I said being psychic, but I think we all are, right? But knowing, being aware that you're psychic, and then, that's just, I just think it's the coolest thing ever. It's something that I would have wanted, I did want, since childhood, and I thought other people are, but I'm not. I wish I was. I've always been, but I didn't know.
Right, me too. You rock, Sandy. You rock. Yes.
Right. You do, my dear. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. All right. I have these two cards popping up for Pamela. Let me grab some more. I think
she's getting a love reading or a past life reading?
I believe Pamela is getting a love reading.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Miranda. How are you today? Good to see you. All right, let me pull up.
Hello, Miranda. Good to see you. Happy V Day.
Happy V Day. Happy Love Day. Although every day is Love Day, but I've been trying to figure out all day what I want to call it.
Yeah.
But commonly known as Valentine's Day, but it's just a beautiful, amazing day. I love our background, by the way. I know I made it.
I love our background.
Isn't it pretty? I really like it too. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Okay. All right, so panel. All right, the first 2 cards. Did you want me to go first, or
You can go first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
first 2 cards I have for you coming up from the Sacred Traveler deck. Overcoming obstacles says you can overcome anything. Okay. And taking shelter, the answers are within. I feel like you're having some challenges in your beautiful love relationship. I have more cards to pull. Okay. I have to be right back. Would you please excuse me for just a moment?
Yes.
I need to grab water. I'll be back in just 2 minutes.
You got it.
See, now I know that is standing up thing. My body is standing. I shouldn't have done that before. We need to create psychic chairs. For those of us that do readings and we're sitting for long periods of time, right? Like the perfect chair where our bodies are perfectly aligned. Wouldn't that be perfect? I love that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me get my candle.
Did I put my water? Where's my water? Grab my water and there. Voila. Sugar, na 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 na. Oh, honey, honey. Whatever songs they're singing right now, that belongs to somebody. So you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm still standing and sugar, sugar, honey, honey. Just throwing it out there. Nothing's playing in the background here, so these are all coming in. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Chili from YouTube. Thank you. Thank you.
And I just wanted to point out that was really, thank you, Spirit. That was definitely a synchronicity that you sang that, because a few seconds ago, I randomly thought about chocolate. Randomly. And you're like, singing Candy Girl.
Sugar, na 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 na, oh, honey, honey. Wow, you are my candy girl. Oh my God. Yep. And you go, oh my God, that's so interesting. I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing, Shana.
So somebody has a huge connection to chocolate. They love chocolate. They're going to get chocolate. Someone's going to bring them chocolate soon. Something having to do with chocolate.
Somebody's saying, because I didn't get any chocolate today.
Aww.
I didn't get any either, but I don't expect anything on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
If I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it for myself anyway. So that's kind of how I say it. I love me.
Actually, I love you too. I love you too, Megan.
I love you, Shana. Actually, a few days ago, my neighbor and her little boy, so cute, came to my door with a big box. He's selling to go to SeaWorld and $1 a chocolate bar. So I did buy myself a chocolate bar that day. I certainly
nice.
Did. I said,
there you go.
Actually, it was more like this because it was quarters. I'm like, here you go. Like, thank you very much. If I had more cash on me, I would have bought more, not because I needed more chocolate, because I just probably would have given some away, but just because he was so cute. I hope he gets to go to SeaWorld. I'm sure they will, right? I don't have any kids, but I'm sure it works out that way, right? Even if they don't sell them all.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Somehow worrying about other people's problems still comes into my head, and I have to remind myself, don't do that. That's not a problem,
Right.
for sure. It was probably really motivating to him because I think he had just opened the box, and I was probably the first person. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. All right. So let me show you what we've got. The overcoming the obstacles. We're going to put it all together. We have the taking shelter. We have a card we're not going to pick up yet. We're going to look at this. No, Armadillo Spirit came up for you as well. Setting healthy boundaries. Oh,
very good.
Yep, there we go. Pamela, come back. Okay. All right. The top two cards. Oh. Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. And that is number 4. So cute. And fogged in. Go slow, take your time. Okay, interesting. All right, so we're going to start over here. Okay, so we've got overcome the obstacles. You can overcome anything, but the fact is that there's some obstacles going on that you have right now, and fogged in. I feel like you're not seeing it clearly. I feel like there's they're showing me like a, excuse me, energy is moving, a film, like a filter over your vision, over the vision of your heart center. There's a film. You're not there. Okay, so it looks like cloudy. You're not seeing clearly the relationship in front of you. They're telling you that the answers are within. And I'm making sure to show you the cards as I can, especially when I'm really drawn, because you might see something in the image that if you see something in a reading that I'm giving you that I don't even say, it's part of your reading, just so you know. That's just how it is. Because also Spirit knows. But yeah, so the answers are within you. And they're telling you to be fearless and bold. I feel like you're more, I'm doing this. I feel like I'm doing this. Like this is like you're a gentle soul. You're a gentle soul. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want to tread too heavily on, and you don't want to make waves. And so you're winding up with very, very wavy boundaries, maybe none in some cases, very flexible boundaries, not standing on your boundaries, like the sword and the stone, that you don't have that this is that kind of boundary. Like, this is my knowing, and this is what's best for me, and I'm going to do this. I don't feel that from you. But by the same token, Spirit is telling you that you can do anything. You could literally, actually, the funny thing is, it looks like a peach to me. So you could literally, it can look like a stone or a peach. Now you can pull the stone, the sword out of the peach with ease, or you can see it as a stone, like, oh my God, how am I going to get this? It's all about perception, which reminds me of my dentist story earlier about the fear, right? I feel like you're very afraid to step on toes, afraid to make waves, afraid to lose love, to lose the love that you have, because you're afraid that this goes back to childhood. You're afraid. Okay, also past lives. But in this life, it goes back to childhood. You're afraid that if you speak your mind, that there will be contrast, and that you won't have the unconditional love that you seek and that you deserve and that you desire. Remembering that unconditional love comes from within, that you must love yourself unconditionally first. And you have to be fearless and bold about it. Now, it might take time, because if you're not used to standing up for yourself, and if you're not used to saying, you know what, this is what I like, this is what I need, so you please, whatever it is, the situation, if you're not used to setting your healthy boundaries, it's going to take practice, and that's okay. The first time you do it, it might feel like pun intended, Spirit's being very funny, pulling teeth. It might feel like the worst thing you've ever done in your life, setting a boundary, and or even just thinking about it and then saying it and then enforcing a boundary. If you haven't done that before, then you're like, oh my God. But trust me, you don't have to trust me. But I can tell you from my own past experience, that's what it was like for me, because I did not used to have boundaries, and I wasn't raised with them. A lot of us are raised with situations with a family member, like a mother, a father, somebody that raised us, where if you started to say something that, like, well, what I want, you were put down. They were like, whatever. Children should be seen or not heard. Or
been there, done that. Yes.
You too. Or like my mom would be offended if how dare you disagree?
Oh,
with
yeah.
me? I'm the mother. You know what I mean? So I just assumed that I was always wrong, and I wasn't. But so then you grow up.
I totally know what you're saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The card that's not showing. Look at this. This is the card that's covered up. Number 20. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Now, isn't this interesting? First of all, I love dolphin spirit for you.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. I believe it's Sirius B. Very beautiful. Energetic collective. They're very.
Playful.
Say that again.
Playful.
Yes, very playful, super highly intelligent, super highly sensitive. They've got the echolocation, which I think is really important right now because you're very empathetic. You're very empathic. And
absolutely. Yes.
A lot of times that actually stems from that kind of a childhood where the parent does put you down when you try to say, well, this is what I like. Well, no, this is what you should like. Oh, okay, good idea. And you wind up trying to you wind up tuning in to other people, and so you try not to step on any toes, so you can tune in and try to like get ahead of the situation so that you don't create any waves, even though it doesn't really work. But that's what a lot of us as children do. And then we grow up as adults and wind up getting into relationships where we do the same kind of a thing, where we don't want to make any waves and we try to think ahead. Like, well, if I say this, then he might say that. So I'm going to, they're saying this and that are true. So what does that mean? What does that mean? This and that are true. They're saying both perspectives. Both perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you see things. There's a lot of Libra energy in you. I feel like you see from both sides, and this and that are true. So there isn't only one truth here, and there's something about this that I feel like you're going to grasp even more than I'm getting right now for you. It's an important part for you. And Spirit is saying to trust the universe. The answers are within. The answers are within. This is going to be more significant to you later on. I know it is. And just remember that you can't overcome anything. And that fog, you can like move that fog out of the way. So I remember one time I said, I actually can't believe I said it, but I did. I said, you know what? If I lose one pair of this is many years, like 20 years ago. If I lose one pair of rose-colored glasses, I grab another one and I put them on. I was not willing to. I saw and I thought I was perfectly fine with that. I was in a very unhealthy. I'm not saying that you are. I was in a very unhealthy relationship, and I could refuse to see it for what it was. So I just get. A pair of glasses would break, rose-colored glasses, and I put on that one. So that's your message right there. The
Beautiful.
One I have for you, it's coming up, is tread thoughtfully, and believe in magic journey because you are.
Nice.
So thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. Shana, the amazing Shana is next.
Oh, right, Miss Pamela. So first of all, I don't know if you saw, but when Megan left very briefly, I had an urge to light my candle, and I have a little golden healer heart in my hand, okay? And right now, I gotta tell you, my hands are super, super sweaty. So this is Spirit's indication letting me know that you, in fact, are a healer. You have very, very powerful hands. Very, very powerful hands. Just by simply touching people or grabbing your arm or sending distance healing, you have very, and I'm getting tingles in my legs. Thank you, Spirit. You have very, very powerful healing gifts. I don't know if you are a Reiki practitioner or a pranic healing practitioner, but if not, go for it, because that is part. I mean, I'm not saying this in an authoritative kind of way, but they're letting me know that this is all part of your purpose, okay? Um, and I feel like you're also very inspiring. You inspire others to heal. And if you're coupled, you're inspiring your partner. If you're not coupled yet, you will definitely inspire your partner to heal. And being that I've lit the flame, if you're coupled, you're with your twin flame. If you're not coupled, your twin flame is right around the corner. Now, in terms of the cards, so the Four of Cups, she is just staring at these, this one lotus in the chalice, and the other lotuses are behind, okay? So instead of fixating on one thing, like, instead of concentrating on a commercial, see the whole motion picture. Try to open your perspective a little bit. And I know that you know this, but sometimes, certain things happen, contrasts, etc., and we forget because we are humans on this plane, okay? And because guess what? A new opportunity is around the corner. If, like I said, if you're coupled, a new opportunity in your relationship, the relationship is going to grow in some way. If you're not coupled, then you're going to meet your partner, okay? And I'm hearing 2 to 3 months. The number 23 is very connected with you, which is the number 5. And ironically, I felt compelled to pull 5 cards for you. So change is definitely right around the corner for you. The 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel like with this card, this is a past energy coming through. On a mundane level, this could have been a third party that got involved in a relationship that kind of made you and your partner go separate ways or whatever because of this third party. With the Lover's card, okay? So anything from the past, and again, I know you know this, but sometimes we need the confirmation. Anything from the past, leave that luggage in the past, okay? And your 5th card is the Moon. So you are very empathic, you are a healer, you are psychic, and take note of all the intuitive messages. Look, because there are signs all around you. I feel spiritually compelled to say pennies. Pennies are coming through very, very strongly. Pennies. And for some reason, I'm seeing a red ribbon. So I don't know if you have a connection to a red ribbon, but red for me is the root chakra. So yeah, stand your ground, like Megan was saying, hold your boundaries, because as empaths, sometimes we, especially if we're dealing with someone on a 3D vibration, we have such a yearning to heal others and a yearning for people to understand, even though we know in reality we don't need validation from anybody, but we have that empathic ability that sometimes we fall in the trap of catering to others more than ourselves, okay? So, being that, the red ribbon came through, red for me is stability, the root chakra, grounding. So just stand your ground. And yeah, I feel like within 2 to 3 months, in some level, in some way, shape, or form, an opportunity is right around the corner for you. So that was your reading, Miss Pamela. Thank you so much for letting me tap in.
Awesome. That was a beautiful reading. Thank you very much, Pamela, for allowing us to read for you tonight. I do believe that Pamela was our last client for tonight.
Okay.
You guys are amazing. You're amazing.
Yeah. You're freaking amazing. Such amazing, tranquil energy. Like this whole time, just from the live audience, from you, just amazing, tranquil energy. Like even flow, very, very nice. I like the energy tonight.
Thank you. Me too. Me too. I am honored, and all of you are amazing as well, because Shana and I couldn't do what we do if it were not for all of you being amazing, just like Shana's saying. Pamela says, "Oh, thank you guys. I'm highly sensitive and get told that I'm an empath. You guys are bang on."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You have would you pull a card for me before we go?
Yeah. And will you pull a card for me?
I'd be honored. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. A love reading for me. I mean, a card, whatever. Just, thank you.
All right.
And you're next.
Let's do this. This is cool.
I know.
A nice way to end the lives.
I agree. Psychics reading for psychics, everybody. So get ready. Woohoo! Let me just write it, type it in so everybody knows what we're doing. So they can follow along if they want to. Ah, I dropped my keyboard on my lap. That was exciting. Love you both. Sending love and light. Love you too. Heather, you're amazing.
Love you too.
Let's see.
Okay. Ooh. Very nice. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
The anticipation.
I'm nervous that I even asked. I'm like, do I want to know? Of course I want to know.
Dun, dun, dun. The Chariot. Ooh. So I see fast movement for you. Opportunities around your way. This can also mean travel. You know what? Let me clarify this.
Okay.
That so far it's beautiful. It's exuding beautiful. Ooh, nope, not the whole deck, Spirit. Not the whole deck.
A long reading.
Yeah. A 72 card reading. So 72 cards. Okay.
You're gonna be in Florida, Jen or Sam? I'm just wondering because she's like, guess where I will be this weekend. I think Meagan might know.
Right. So the Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor, okay, is somebody who is a leader, someone who is authoritative, someone who is they know what they like, they know what they want. The fact that this is in reverse, okay, what I am getting with these two cards together is to hold on. Start instead of just we co-create our own realities. We both know this. We all know this. But I feel like being that you are a very highly absorbent empath, sometimes, if we're involved with somebody who is on a lower vibration than we are, they latch on to that and they try to manipulate it to their benefit, okay? So the reason why this Emperor is in reverse is because you need to, I hate saying you need to, but I don't know how another way to verbalize it.
Yeah, girl, it's all fine. I'm listening.
Okay, basically Spirit is saying don't allow people to manipulate you.
Thank you.
That's what I'm getting from that. But opportunity is around the corner for you, okay, with this Chariot card. This is the sign of Cancer. So somebody who you may meet next may have Cancer somewhere in their chart. Or I don't know if you have Cancer in your chart. But this is the sign of Cancer.
Cool. So, thank you so much. It's interesting because I've connected with a couple of people recently, not in a relation, not in a romantic way, but just but I know that they're dominant. I know the personality type. I know because I have experience with the personality type, and so there's a part of me that's like, I can play with this. I can play with this fire because I know how to play with the fire. And then there's another part It's like you got to hold on to your boundaries and
Right.
you can, because some of these people are fun to hang out with, but as long as,
Right.
yeah, it's funny. It's interesting. It's funny. I actually, there's an acquaintance, someone that I barely know, that when I walk my dogs, and she walks her dogs, and she's also from New York, and she was a cop actually. So a New York City police officer. She's a very dominant woman. We're like the same age, right? So she's retired now. So she's strong.
You're from New York originally?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow! I'm from New York as well.
Are you?
Yes.
You go, girl.
I'm like 15 minutes from the city.
Oh my! I was born in Brooklyn, raised on Long Island, but then I was at 12 years old we moved to Florida. So I really consider myself a Floridian, but I am.
Right. Cool. Very cool.
But so this woman, it was funny because she's a tough cookie, and I appreciate that. I know where she's coming from, but then like she had been on vacation for a few months, and she came back and she goes, next week. Wait, I have to say wait.
Uh-oh, she froze.
That's what she said. I have plans for us. Oh, can you see me now?
I see you. Yes, I can. Because I have two devices going, but I can see you now, yeah.
Okay. No, but I mean, it was so funny because she said, I have plans for us. Now, this is someone that I hardly know, right? But she did mention the gym, and she mentioned like a senior center. It's amazing that I'm old enough to go to a senior center, but I thought maybe they have bingo, but I think she was just talking about the gym, but I don't care. I'm like, I'll check that out. That sounds like fun. But she goes, I have plans for us. And honestly, there was a part of me that said, oh my God, no, not that. And there's the other part of me is like, yeah, okay, that sounds like fun. Because I'm not the one that usually initiates a friendship like that. I'm just not that person. I'm more like, so, but I also recognize that the people that do initiate friendships like that are sometimes very strong individuals. So I just think I thought that was interesting. And I feel like that's a warning, not a warning, but kind of a warning, a message, like, just be aware.
I understand.
Be aware.
Just be aware, and it's time for you to take control. It's time for you to take control. Yes.
Well, thank you. All right, now let's
see. You're
what
welcome.
See what we got for Shana.
Ooh, I'm excited. Okay.
Let me change this message to reading for Shana. Your birds are amazing. Singing.
Yeah, thank you. They sound very, very tranquil. Yes.
I love that. Totally divine arts. Me reading for Shana, psychics reading for psychics. All right. I am going to. Do you want me to use this card, Spirit? Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pulled them. Thank you, Spirit. I was going to put them away and reshuffle. They're like, no, you pulled the cards. Because my hands will do stuff with cards while I'm doing something completely different. And then that's just Spirit using that's just part of how I read. I always have. All right. So these two cards are face up. The three cards. Let's see what we're talking about. Protected by angels. You are cherished by angels. Yes, you are indeed. Let's see. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Now, this card was in reverse. So I will say that's something that, well, either way, it doesn't even matter because it's the same message.
Right.
So it's time for that. And then let's see. Let me see. Do you want me to go to the third card or? They're saying there's some inner child healing that's still that you know about, that you're aware of.
Spot on. Yes.
You're aware of, and
yes.
They're saying it's time for you to do that now. And the same way with you with the word need. I don't like to say things like that, but this is how it's coming through. And so this would be, so I'll rephrase it my way. This would be an opportune time for you to do it. But Spirit is saying now would be the time. The card that's that's hidden. Oh, look at this. Because you are indeed, my dear, a wise leader. You are a beacon for others. You don't realize how powerful you are and how amazing you are, Shana. You don't see it because you've got
Thank
this
you.
stuff underneath and they're letting you know that you are protected. You are not alone. So when you go do this work, you are covered. We've got you covered, they're saying. And look at you. Look at who you really are. This is who you really are.
Wow.
Not any of the insecurities that you may see or feel. No, you are a powerful, wise leader, and people look to you for that power, for that wisdom, and you have it. You have it. You speak it. You channel it. You're the real deal, my friend. You're the real deal.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Trust in yourself and trust in your guides, because look at that. I can't even think of a better card for you, my friend. You are
Beautiful message, and it was spot on. I definitely am doing some more inner child work. I absolutely am. Mm.
And your message for me was spot on as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
This was so much
Well,
fun.
thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for granting me this opportunity to read with you. It was such an honor to read with you. It was totally awesome. We got to do this again sometime.
I would absolutely love to.
Yes.
Absolutely love to. It's an honor to read with you as well. You're amazing. And I believe in divine timing. I always knew we would read together. And here we are. Valentine's Day. So
Yay.
Thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Sending so much love to you guys.
Remember, love yourselves first. Love yourselves, and that love will be reflected back to you from everywhere and everyone around you. Because
love is the highest vibration. Love is the highest vibration. Yes.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.